There are not many trains that are on the same level of Kansas City Southern's former business train known as the Belle. Over the years, it easily has become my favorite thing to chase, and after 9 or 10 times by now, it still hasn't gotten old. In February of 2024, we got word of an inspection run where the Belle would leave its home base of Shreveport and make way for Laredo, Texas to pick up several high-standing executives. After meeting the Mexican business train of the railroad, KCS-1 would make way back home to Shreveport. Since the Belle would be traversing the Beaumont subdivision on a Saturday, we'd pack up our cameras and head south on Friday night to intercept it in the morning. But well after dark, we'd have to make a quick pit stop in the small town of DeRidder, Louisiana. We found the LL-18 local out of Mossville wrapping up some work here. A little before 9:30 p.m., we captured the pair of 6-axle KCS motors using every bit of their power to ease out of town. This local was not small by any means, and it took several minutes for the SD-40-3s to get its consist moving. As they finally pick up some momentum, the Leslie air horn of 3162 puts on a show to disturb the quiet ambience of DeRidder after dark. The following morning would find us in Beaumont, Texas. Despite being one of the lesser-known cities of the Lone Star State, the industrial and rail presence is not to be overlooked. Beaumont has an absolute maze of tracks spanning from CPKC and Union Pacific main lines and yards to several miles of industrial facility tracks. For trains routed to and from Mexico, the CPKC must utilize the Union Pacific right-of-way to get to its own yard in Kendleton. Union Pacific trackage rights are vital to CPK's link to Mexico, and with UP butting heads with the newly formed Class 1 on multiple occasions, it will be interesting to keep up with more developments in the industry. In downtown Beaumont, we link up with the Belle just shy of the Neches River Bridge. A fresh crew has just boarded and the train is back on CPKC rails. The F units number 1, 2, and 3's vibrant paint makes for quite the contrast for the otherwise gloomy day. While CPKC have repainted a few of the passenger cars in the CP Burgundy, there is still no official word on the future of the F units. I'd like to think that the KCS 1, 2, and 3 will retain their eye-catching Southern Belle paint, but only time will tell. Nonetheless, we're always happy to get another chance at chasing this business train. We see Manifest Train M281 in the background making some of the final moves to build its train. Once done switching the Beaumont yard, it will be following the Belle northbound to Shreveport. After a quick PTC reboot, KCS-1 is ready to go and eases its way onto the Beaumont subdivision to make way for Doremus Yard. As the Belle slowly rolls by our cameras, we spot one of our friends at CPKC in the vestibule, good old Cyrus. This guy's been working on hospitality aboard the Belle for many years now, and he now works directly for CPKC. And he always, and I mean always, makes it a mission to pose for the cameras.
Don't forget to give me a shout out on your Facebook.
I got you, man, I got you.
Where you going for the next? I'm off till 2.
We'll figure it out.
Alright.
Bringing up the rear of the business train consists is the KCS number 1859, fittingly named after the man who started the rich history of the KCS, Arthur E. Stilwell. The 1859 is a theater car that features an observation glass for passengers to view the rails, and it also features its own air horn. The OCS would run at full track speed for the majority of the run to Shreveport, making chasing a formidable challenge. We'd catch up with it with only a minute to spare by the iconic DeQuincy Depot Museum. It would take us another 70 miles to leapfrog the Belle. Here we would get it in the village of Hornbeck. Odds are we wouldn't have caught him at all if they didn't have to make a quick stop in Leesville to drop off a passenger. After the Belle raced through Zwolle, the weather began to take a turn for the worse. We'd get one more shot of the train entering the south end of Doremus Yard in Shreveport. With almost 220 miles of driving, we would only get a total of 5 shots of the business train. Exhausted and wet from the rain, we called it a day and head on home. I hope you enjoyed this chase of the Belle. If you liked the video, please hit that thumbs up button below, and if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more rail content. Until the next time, my friends, I'll be seeing you somewhere out there along the rails, and as always, thanks for watching.